Okay, I'm going to do a quick run through on a little arithmetic, binary arithmetic here. I'm going to leave addition and multiplication alone. I think those are easy enough. They're just like adding in decimal. So are subtraction and division, but a lot of people don't remember how to do long division, and the subtraction I'm going to do this question here. I can get this to right, and I can't. There we go. I'm going to do that question, and it requires 2 borrows. So I'll do it right here. And it's always with both division and subtraction, you do it over each other. So here we have 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 1. I'm going to switch to a ballpoint pen here, I think. And maybe I'll use red. Okay, so subtraction here. 0 minus 1. We can't do it, obviously, so we borrow from this column here. Borrow from that, that becomes a 0. And this becomes 1, 0. So 1, 0 minus 1 is 1. Here, 0 minus 1, again, we can't do it, so we borrow. We can't borrow from this column because it's 0 already, so we have to go over to this column. So we borrow 1 from here, that becomes a 0. This now, column, because we have to borrow into that column, it becomes a 10, or a 1, 0, sorry. So now, this column, we can now borrow from this column. So this 1, 0, we borrow from that. It becomes a 1. It's a 10, not a 1, a 1, 0. We borrow 1 from this 1, 0. This column now becomes 1, 0 because this is a higher. So this becomes a 1, 0. 1, 0 minus 1 is 1. This is a 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. 0, this one, because we borrowed, is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 3 is the answer. And if you check that, you could go 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 1 plus 1 is 0, carry 1. No carry is 1. So 1, 1, we add the 3 to that, and 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. So we did the subtraction right. We did a little addition there, so that'll work. Here we have division, so you have to do this one here. We'll do long division. So 1, 1, 0, 0 divided by 1, 0, 0. So you remember decimal long division, 100. Our 100 goes in here to 110. So it goes once. Here you have 100. Subtract 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 0 is a 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have that. Bring this 0 down. 100 goes in 1. Which is 100, and we have a remainder of 0. And then again, you could test it by seeing 100 multiplied by 11. So you have 100, 100, 0, 0, 1, 1. And that's what we started off with, and so we did our thing right. So that's all it is, and like I say, it takes a little practice, a little bit of remembering for long division. I know I had forgotten. I had to go back and relearn how to do it or remember how to do it. And then the subtraction, the only hard part is when you have to do the double borrow, and it makes it a little bit more difficult. You have to remember that when you borrow from this column here to this one, this column now becomes a 10, or 10, sorry. And then when you have to borrow this column from a 10, it becomes 1, and this column becomes a 10. And do your and I hope that clears it up pretty well. Just practice, I think, is what